What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael. Today we have a new card to talk about. I think we have multiple new cards because the title of the link said more World Legacy. But let's see what we got. First card is World Legacy World Sword. Level 1 Dark Machine Effect Monster. 0 attack, 0 defense. You can only use each effect among the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. Its first effect is you can discard a 1 legacy card, World Legacy card, during your main phase. Contribute summon 1 monster in addition to your normal summon set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. If discard battle an opponent's link monster at the start of the end step, you can return that monster to the extra deck. This is pretty neat. You can like 1-for-1 it out, normal summon something else, and then use its effect to discard a World Legacy card. And most of the World Legacy cards, if I remember correctly, don't mind being in the graveyard. I know at least 2 of them don't. Um, there's the World Chalice one I know doesn't, because you can banish it from the graveyard in order to like add to. So I think it's pretty decent, and it looks like what they're trying to do, instead of like have them be able to be splashed. It looks like this one's like just focused on making the World Legacy cards actually just like an archetype, which would be pretty neat. Next thing we're gonna talk about. Plus the artwork's pretty sweet. Look at this. It looks like it has a jewel inside the middle of the sword. And now, so the next card we're gonna talk about is called World Legacy's Continuation. Continue spell card. You can only control 1 of it. The first effect. The second effect is level 5 or higher face-up monster is sent from on the field is sent to the graveyard. You can place 1 counter on this card. Each to 7 max. So for each level 5 or higher sent to the graveyard, you get a counter on it. Third effect, you can send this card with 7 of those counters. Special summon 1 Cyber's Link monster from your extra deck. So it's a way to like cheat out something. I don't think very good, I'm being perfectly honest. But that artwork is pretty sweet. It has like what was their name? Ibli and Imaduk. I think it's Ibli. Um and Imaduk, the dragon. Really pretty artwork. Last So yeah, I don't think this card's very good. So far I think this card's pretty neat, but I don't know if it's gonna really do anything. And last step is Rebirth Revision. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. Special summon 1 World Legacy monster from your hand or deck, but destroy it during the end phase of the next turn. Also a normal trap card. So I'm not a big fan of trap cards unless a deck absolutely needs it, but if you were to play a pure World Legacy deck, this would have to be played. I think because most of them are pretty big in terms of level. Like they have pretty high level and not a lot of ways to, like special summon themselves. So I think you'd have to play this, and it's pretty neat to like just summon 1 from the deck. And since it says during the end phase of the next turn, you can special summon it on like their end phase, and then it and then you'll still get on your turn. It's pretty good. And then on top of that, you have multiple set on their turn. On their end phase, if they fail to OTK, maybe you just have enough monsters, to keep yourself alive. You flip this up, summon 1 out. On your turn, flip another one, summon a new one out. Is it good? No. Most trap cards aren't good in Yu-Gi-Oh! And like I said, unless the deck absolutely needs it. But I think that I think because most trap cards are too slow unless you're playing like Paleos, because you just stunning your opponent. Let's look at the artwork. Looks like the World Legacy sword and like a sheath. I don't know, it's pretty sweet. Zoom in. Yeah. Anyway, uh, that's it for today. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send us any cool deck profiles or gameplay, our email's in the description. And of course, have a wonderful day.